Hello everybody and welcome to part 0 of a brand new series on the channel. For those of you that have been on the channel for a while, you know that I don't typically do part 0s, but in this case I am. The reason for that is quite simple, but first things first, for those of you that don't know what this game is Xenonauts. I realize they do not have the game name up here at all on the main menu because for whatever reason that's just a decision that the developers, Goldhawk Interactive, made when they released this game way back when in 2014. So this game is very heavily inspired by the original 1994, if I recall correctly is the date, XCOM with a hyphen, because you know the new XCOM games more or less did away with the hyphen. In this game you play as an organization called Xenonauts in a alternate Cold War in which an alien invasion is occurring. This game makes a number of improvements to the original XCOM formula. You can actually, easily lay out what order your troops are supposed to be standing in the transport, so you can, make sure your shield dudes are up front or your vehicle is up front so it can get out and take care of any initial enemies that happen to be around your drop or your landing zone, things of that nature. Having friendly NPCs running around, some of whom are armed, that can and will attempt to kill aliens if they run across any. I don't think those guys get any better technology as the game progresses, so they're not super useful, especially in the late game, but nonetheless. The reason this episode is being available as part 0 is because this series is not actually going to begin until sometime in January 2022. So there is a Google form down below in the description if you wish to go ahead and have a soldier named after you. There is a 20 character limit, including any spaces, for character names. And that character name includes first and last name in that 20 characters. Obviously, you don't have to do first last name. If you want to, you can basically be private call sign, where your call sign is some sort of name. I don't know, it could be your YouTube name or whatever the case may be for you. It's entirely up to you what you want to do with it. Now, because I'm not the greatest at these types of games, it's largely because I often rush a little bit more than realistically I should. Just because, I'd like to get stuff done in a recording session instead of basically getting nothing done, as would often be the case if I actually really was methodical. And as a result, especially when I'm recording, but even when I'm playing for myself to a degree, but especially when I'm recording, I tend to rush a lot more than I should. So a lot of you are probably going to end up dying, largely because of stupid mistakes on my part that could have easily been avoided if I just, took my time a little bit more. So that's just a heads up. I will rotate through the list. I will reuse names. So, if you die early on, don't worry. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're gone for good. You will eventually pop back up. The Google form in question not only asks for what name you want to use for your soldier, it also gives you the option to go ahead and choose your preferred nationality if you have one. It doesn't actually have any effect in game, at all, but I decided to go ahead and give people the option if they really care about, they want their soldier to be from Germany, and because of the Cold War, actually, East or West Germany, depending upon which one they preferred. I figured I'd let people have those options. So you have the option of choosing a specific nationality, which, of course, if you choose one and we just don't get soldiers of that nationality, you might be SOL. So it's entirely up to you if you want to actually stick to that. The other option, of course, is to just choose the option of I don't care. And in that case, obviously, you're more likely to pop up. Just because I'm not needing to go ahead and, find a soldier of your particular nationality. It also gives you an option of choosing whether or not you prefer for your soldier to be male or female, because this game, like the original XCOM, does have male and female soldiers. Again, there is no actual difference as far as I can tell gameplay wise. It's just a visual thing, basically. So again, you have the option of, choosing a preferred gender for your soldier, or just saying that you don't give a crap. And again, if you choose a specific one, you do run the risk of you being a little bit, having a soldier using the name that you want, being a little bit less likely to show up, just because I don't have control over the nationalities of characters. So again, and the genders, it's entirely up to you what you guys want to do for that. I figure a lot of people probably are just going to choose the doesn't matter option, but I figured I'd give you all the options. So there will be a link down below in the description, as well as in a pinned comment to the Google form if you wish to go ahead and fill it out. You can fill it out at any time while the series is ongoing. Like I said, this series will begin sometime in January 2022. Probably the first part will go up sometime late January if I had to make a guess, but we'll see. It just depends upon when I manage to actually be able to sit down and actually start recording the first session. But yeah, so that's going to be it for this video. I will see you all when this series begins, or on any other channel, or any other series on the channel, if you watch anything else on the channel in the meantime. So until then, goodbye and farewell.